Hello folks, and welcome back to another video. It's not too bad out here right now, but we're supposed to get like a pretty extreme freezing rain and ice pellet storm tonight, if you can believe that. So trying to take advantage of some decent weather while I have it for today. I've got the dump truck here, I've got the 80 here, I'm hauling some fill in, and I'm hauling some logs out. So I've already hauled one load of logs out, and I dumped it over at the new pit property, which I'm finally going to sort of give you guys a walk around and show you what's going on over there. Also, the Ram is finally starting to look like a work truck, so I'll show you that when I get over there as well. It was looking like a grocery getter before, but now it's starting to look like a bit of a work truck. A little bit more left to do, but it's a start. So I hauled a big load of hemlock out my first trip. I've got mainly hemlock in this pile, a couple spruce. That whole pile is spruce, and that whole pile is spruce. And I think right now you can only haul like half loads on the road here that the cottage is off of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 6 or 7 loads I hauled in so far. So all this stuff is going to go in here and get leveled out, and then of course it's going to need some topsoil over top of it and hydroseed grass. These stumps I can't mess around with too much because, as you've seen in the last video, there's wires here going everywhere. So everything's working great now. I'll end up cutting that post down and put something over top of that, but there was wires going right through here, so I'd love to get that stump out, but I'll just have to cut it down as low as I absolutely can, same as this one here, and put some topsoil over top. Over here, those are nice and low as it is. I don't need to worry about those ones. This big spruce one I'll have to cut down. I'm not going to go ripping at that either because the septic field's right here, even though it would be fine here, but I'll just cut that down, bury it, same as these ones. But yeah, I'm gonna get a load of logs on here, and then we'll head over to the pit. Brady's over there now. He's sort of putting a couple old gate posts in that we got off of a job, and then I gotta line some rocks up to keep people out of there. But yeah, let's get a load of logs on the truck. Well, that just wasn't very smart. I left the key in the 95, which is back at the pit, for Brady to use, but I forgot that the other key is in the Ram, which Brady was driving because he just put some stuff on the truck. So I got back there once I dumped a load of fill to load up a load of logs, and I've got no key to start the machine. So back to the pit we go for another load of fill, and then get a load of logs. Well, all right folks, so here we are. Brady is overloading me up. It's a load of fill, well, a half load I guess, because that's all we can haul right now. So here we are at the new pit property, but the first thing I'll show you is Brady got the back rack and the slip tank geared up on the truck today, and he had to block it up, which he actually had to do because sitting down tight it really wouldn't fit in between the wheel wells. These Ram boxes are only like 6'4". The Fords are 6'10", I think. They're 6 3/4, so I'm gonna guess 6'10", 6'9" at least. Anyway, but I do like that because then that gives space to slide shovels and stuff underneath. This back rack was actually off of my 250, my maroon color 250 that I had like, geez, 5 years ago or something now. So it actually worked out perfect on this truck. So you gotta like that. This was sitting in my shop, didn't cost me a cent. And there it is. But here we are at the new property. So this is just one section of it. It's actually 60 acres in total, and it goes that way, back there a bit, and then it goes down this way. So there's three roads into the property. This is the widest entrance and the one that was sort of the most ready to go. And then the next one down is another ledge like this with fill, and then the third one is like a shale ledge. So I'll be able to get some good material out of that, which is nice for, you know, building roads and stuff. But the fill here is super clean. There's a few rocks in it, but not much. It's the stuff I've been using back to the cottage. So this stuff's wicked for just building things up, leveling things out, whatever. This here, when we first bought it, this was all brush in here. This was all trees, small trees, and then it shoots down over there. So I've got a nice spot to pull in, as you can see, and unload some grubbings and stumps and whatnot. So while Brady's here today, I'll get him to push those off, level those out. And but we need to, I plan on parking the truck over here, you know, the trailers, excavators, all that stuff, and eventually building a shop. So for now, we need to get a temporary gate set up, and we've got it set in here about 80 feet off the road, because that should give enough, well, that will give enough room to get the gooseneck and the trucks off the road, and then still have room to come up and open the gate. So this is just an old gate that I had off of site. It's not very wide. The gate itself's over there, so we just have to run the gate and then hook a chain in between the two of them for now, and then line these rocks up to sort of keep the honest people out. People want to get in, they're gonna get in. It's just how it is, I guess, you know. But yeah, this was definitely needed for sure. Definitely looking forward to building a shop over here. Road out there is never closed. I'm not going to tell you exactly where this piece of property is, because hey, you know what, there's some sketchy people out there. Most of the people on this channel are awesome, amazing people that watch this channel, but there's some interesting people out there. So this will be the gate that's going to go on it. So you can see it's not super long. I'm gonna guess that's probably 10 feet each, so a 20-foot gate, that's kind of tight for getting in and out with trailers and stuff like that. So we'll drop a chain down through here. We'll cut this hole out bigger so we can get a bigger chain, and then hook it through. That's what we'll do. So yeah, the truck looks mint. Like, the truck looks so much better. It's starting to look like an actual work truck now, instead of just a grocery getter. I think, like, the second I seen it when I pulled in, it just looks so much better. Look, that looks so much better than what it did before. It looks super sharp now. Once I get definitely some nice, bigger, beefier tires on it, I think that's gonna be a sharp looking rig. I really like the wheels. There's a guy down the road from me, Michael. He's got a wicked looking Laramie with the night package, and he's got some nice black wheels on it with 35s, really nice offset, and he's after me to get these wheels, and I really like his wheels. But the only thing is, I just washed this truck today, but typically this thing is going on dirt roads and stuff all the time. And with the big offset wheels, it would be so dirty non-stop. I definitely want a wider tire and a bit of a stance, but I don't know if I want quite that much of a stance. But yeah, I just hosed this thing off today, because beating back and forth to the cottage, it's been getting pretty nasty. But yeah, that looks so much better. Anyway, I better go over and check and see how much we got on there, because I can only really haul half loads right now, so I got to keep that in mind. All right, so now that I actually have a key, let's throw some logs on this thing. who cut those two. It could have been me, but I got a feeling it might have been Brady. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a saw and snip a little bit off of those and throw those on, then we got ourselves a load. Let's listen to this sweet, sweet sound. Music to my ears. All right, well, that pile is cleaned up. So now we only have, I only got the one more pile down, where is it? Down there to clean up. And that will be easily one more load. Not gonna happen today though. Give you guys a little shot of the lake today. It's beautiful out there today. Absolutely beautiful. We've been staying back here in the last 2 weeks. We've probably stayed maybe even 3 weeks. It's probably only been 2 or 3 nights we haven't stayed back here. Just trying to get so much burning and stuff done right now before it gets too dry. Oh, I'm under the weather. Here's something you always check before you leave, right there. See? Don't have it latched. Don't have it latched. You gotta make sure tailgate is always latched. All right, go dump this load. Call it a day. Go pick up the big man. All right, well, there we go. Got some logs delivered. A few more back there to get. Definitely some more to cut, like along the road and stuff. Not really cutting too much more down by the cabin. Got a bunch of spruce at my house to cut, a bunch of pine to cut. So this will be the new landing area. That way it keeps it off both my properties. You know, that I'm trying to make look good. I don't need stuff like this laying around. And the logging truck can easily pull in here and get turned around, back up, load it on, away he goes. But yeah, so here's the new property. This is maybe 5 or 6 acres, if that. 4 acres of it maybe that you see. Another 55 or whatever it is on top of that. So it's gonna last us a long time, haul and fill and all that sort of stuff. It's one of those things that you think long term about for sure. And started to get the gate geared up so I can park all the gear in here and feel a bit better about it. Definitely set up some cameras and stuff like that. Truck's working good. Getting the cottage cleaned up and got the Ram ready to roll. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Just a quick little update on some stuff, what's going on, show you the new property. It's been in some videos, but not really me showcasing it and telling you what I'm doing with it and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I really like the way the Ram is starting to look. Definitely need to get some nicer, beefier tires on it. And that's probably it for now. Gonna get some goodies underneath the hood for sure. Give it a little more performance, a little better sound. You know, you gotta have that exhaust brake just anyway, that is gonna do it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Bye.